Hey, I'm JD. Welcome to my channel. Today I have the Seiko Cocktail Time reference SARB065 watch. This watch is part of the Seiko Cocktail Time series, and this was born from a collaboration with one of the best bartenders in Japan, Ishigaki Shinobu, and he was from Tokyo, and he was inspiring the design of this watch. So let's look at this very closely. So the face on this watch has a sunburst dial on it. It has sword hands, just gorgeous sword hands, and it is a date watch. It's not a date watch. And as you can see, if you pull the crown out, you can set time on this watch. I'll just put this at 10 to 2. See here, and it is, as you can see, the second hand stops, so it is hacking. The movement is hacking, and push that in again, and away it goes. I did not wind this watch, but this movement you can also wind, and it is an automatic movement, and we're going to look at this in a second. But it's a 23 joule movement, as you can see. It's got 3-bar waterproofing, but it's not meant for you to go in the water with. This is a luxury watch. It's meant for you to wear with a suit or to a very high-end occasion, right? So this is a very gorgeous watch. This watch was first introduced in 2010. The series was launched in 2010, and it's part of the prestige line of Cocktail Time watches. So this watch specifically is sporting a very high-end movement. Let's have a look at this. I don't want to surprise you too much, but let's have a look at the back. So it's got a see-through case back on here, and it's a 6R15C movement, and this is a highly precise movement. As it says on the rotor of this movement, 23 joules. And just to explain to those folks out there that don't understand what watch movements and how they work, if you look at the top of the balance here, you can see a single joule, and that's covered by a cap joule. So there's 2 joules on the top here with an Inca block frame on that. So, and you would be setting the watch here, or adjusting it minus this way and plus this way by moving this bar right here. So this would be moving that bar to set the actual time, to adjust it. So one bar does the beat error, the other bar does the actual time adjustment. And so it's got a rotor on it, which means it's an automatic watch. And let's just fling this rotor, and as this rotor turns, then this watch winds. So there's no need, once you're wearing this watch, to wind it, because this watch rotor will rotate here, and there's some gearings in here that allow that to wind in either direction, and that is a Seiko proprietary design. I have in fact taken apart quite a few watches with this proprietary design, not the 6R15C specifically, but other watches. So this watch is made in Japan, as it says, and here's the serial reference number we have, 6R1501S Sierra 0, and it is a stainless steel case on here. It says it's 5-bar waterproof. I may have said 3 earlier, but 5-bar waterproof. But this is water resistant as opposed to proof, meaning if you get it splashed on, you're probably okay. But anything more than that, and you've got yourself some trouble. You'd have to get it serviced. The case back here is kind of what you'd normally see on most automatic watches. So they've got a screw down case back here. So you would remove this case back to remove the movement for servicing. It has a Seiko signed crown here with the S on it, and it's sported by, I just love the face on this watch. It's so elegant, very elegant watch, the way it reflects. So it is 23 joules, as I said before, and I believe this watch runs at 21,600, right? 21,600 beats per hour. So it's not a high rate watch, but it is very accurate. So the reserve of this watch, the power reserve, is around 41 hours. It is hacking, like I said before. When you pull the crown out here, that'll stop the watch. And you can wind it as well, and that's above and beyond the actual rotor on here that's going to wind the watch as well. So the rotor's got markings on it. It says Seiko Time Corporation, Seiko, but it's not super fancy, but you're not looking at the rotor, you're looking at the face. So, and the strap is very, very nice. So this is a patent leather strap, and it's got the, we just flip this over, and you can see the blue threading here and the patent leather on this. And I believe this is calfskin. So the strap is calfskin with patent leather, very nice. And the clasp is a 3-fold clasp with a push button release. The actual bracelet length, or the length here, is 195 millimeters long, and it's got a 20 millimeter lug width. So if you look down at the width here where your bar would be, your spring bar here would be, so it's 20 millimeters. So if you wanted to put a stainless steel strap on, you could replace this one with a 20 millimeter strap. So there's the Seiko branding is on here, and I just want to show you this clasp for a second as we move this over a bit. And so what you have here, see if I can do this very carefully, is the end clasp here grabs onto the hole in the strap on this side, so you can adjust it that way. So you put the strap through like this, and you find the right size for the adjustment, and then you push down like this, and that adjusts it there. And then when you close the strap, you close it like this, and you always have the strap go into the buckle here, and then you can just snap it closed. So now the strap is closed, and as you can see on this particular clasp, you've got Seiko written in here, and I just love the blue threading on this. It's just gorgeous. So this is, I think, my favorite formal watch to wear. So let's take this off again and have another look at the movement. You just pull that out like that, and then we'll have a look at this gorgeous Seiko cocktail time watch, and let's flip it over to look at the movement again. I love the indices, by the way. It says on the bottom Japan, as you can see. Let's just get in close here, and you can see down here it does say Japan here. There is a number, but I can't make this out, so if anyone wants to comment on that, go ahead, please. Comment away. And yeah, very, very nice watch. And there's the movement again in the rotor, and as I said, for watchmakers out there or watch enthusiasts out there, you can adjust this watch, but this watch would be plus or minus 5 seconds per day accuracy with this type of movement in there. And it is magnetic resistant, so it's got a 4,800 AM magnetic resistance, which is very nice. If you have a watch that is magnetized, it usually impacts the hairspring on the watch, and the hairspring, if it's magnetized, then the watch won't run true, so it won't run accurately. So you have to end up demagnetizing the watch to be able to run it again. And as I said before, these bars here are used for adjusting the speed of the watch. So if you find the watch is running too fast or too slow, you can use a toothpick to just touch this left or right, depending on whether you want to speed it up or not. And there's the stud, and it's attached there, and it just increases or decreases the virtual length of the hairspring, because that stud would ride along the actual hairspring and cause the hairspring to be shorter to run faster and longer to run slower, speaking as a watchmaker. So very gorgeous, gorgeous movement. So there it is there. I'm not sure what else to say about this other than I love this watch. This is a dress watch, and you need to wear something like this for special occasions. People will notice this watch. Again, the setting is the crown, where you pull the crown out, and this will set the date. If you move it one way, you set the date, and the other way, like that, and the other way, you push it out, you pull it out a little further, and it's going to set the time, right? So you pull this out, and away you go. Not easy to do with gloves on, my friends. Not easy to do with gloves on. There we go. So that is the Seiko cocktail time. There we go. And you can see the hacking mechanism, which is very handy for setting time, right? So you can set it at exactly 12 o'clock, wait till a second goes by, and then hack the watch, and that puts a stop on the balance. And the balance stops, and then the second hand stops. So there we go. That's it. Push the button again, and it starts again. So that's the Seiko cocktail time, and it is the SARB065. Again, it was fashioned for a very famous bartender in Japan, and his name is Ishigaki Shinobu from the Ishinuhana Bar in Tokyo. So this is my quick review of the Seiko cocktail time watch. Go out there right away and get one, or you're missing out, folks. You are missing out. Just lay this down here for you to drool over.